Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to CF Pachuca versus CF Monterrey. Pachuca contra Monterrey in La Liga MX. Jornada 11. Yes, in the Clausura. Jornada 11. Going to be a good game. And Liga MX on this Sunday. Chose to do a Mexican Liga MX game here, of course. Why not? We're already busy. Why not add some more? Teams are about to walk out at Estadio Hidalgo, where Pachuca will also be playing in CCL in a good couple of days to play their second leg against Motagua. So they're at home for 2 straight matches. One in the league, one in Champions. Should be really good. Boca versus Banfield. Nope, not bad, not bad. We'll see if Pachuca is ready to dismantle Motagua, or at least looks like it's possible. But we'll find out. We'll find out. 90 minutes here tonight down in Pachuca, Hidalgo, Mexico. Lineups are as follows. In goal for Pachuca, Oscar Ustadi. The back four, Oscar Murillo, Jose Castillo, Mauricio Isaías, Kevin Alvarez. Midfield 2, Eric Sanchez and Luis Chavez. Chofis Lopez is the number 10. Front 3, Marino Hinestroza, Roberto De La Rosa, and Aviles Hurtado. And for Monterrey in goal, Esteban Andrada. Back four, Eric Aguirre, Victor Guzman, Sebastian Vegas, Jesus Gallardo, Arturo Gonzalez, Luis Romo, and Celso Ortiz in the midfield. Jordi Cortizo, Herman Berterame, and Maximiliano Meza up top. Damn, didn't expect that. Monterrey first in the Clausura. Pachuca is 6th in the Clausura as it stands, but they could close up that gap with a win, both on 10 games. This will be their 11th out of 17, of course, before getting to the Liga. But Pachuca, of course, in the repechaje spaces, and Monterrey in the top 4 quarterfinal buys as it stands. Which MLS teams do you respect besides TFC? St. Louis City SC, besides St. Louis. Portland, Nashville. Portland, Nashville. Respect is a different term, I think. Like, there's a like respect, and there's a respect as in I respect them. Philadelphia, Portland, Nashville, Philadelphia. I respect New York City, not Red Bulls. Pachuca's starting 11 tonight. Oscar Ustadi, back 4. Isaías, Murillo, Castillo, Alvarez. Midfield 2, Chavez, Sanchez, Hinestroza, Chofis, and Aviles Hurtado, and Roberto De La Rosa for Guillermo Almada's Pachuca. They did lose. Good for you. I mean, hey, things look pretty good for y'all for the second leg down in Orlando. Who's winning Liga MX? I still got Pachuca. Pachuca's going to win the Liga. They may not be top of the league regular season, but Liga, they're going to win the Liga. Bicampeonato 2 years in a row. In the end, I should say. Not the same team, but in the end. Who's winning the League's Cup? Yours is Los Azul and Ira Pumas. Well, I mean, wouldn't be bad. Fernando Guerrero. I had Pachuca from my early predictions. That may not stay the same. But Pachuca with Toronto in the semifinals somehow. Under Vucetic for Monterrey, they're starting 11. Andrada, Gallardo, Vegas, Guzman, Aguirre, Ortiz, Romo, Cortizo, Gonzalez, Mesa, and Berterame. Chivas lost to Puebla. Now, how the hell? Have you seen the USL Championship being listed on TUDNA? Because Wikipedia has it listed as being broadcast there. I have not. I have not ever seen the USL Championship on TUDNA. But that's not where I go to look. But I've never seen it. Not even USL Cup. It's ESPN Plus for me. So, hey, if it was on TUDNA, though, makes things easier. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Oigana mi Monterrey, says Beto. We shall see. Monterrey leading the league. Pachuca, reigning champions at 6th, but they're still in the repechaje in the higher spot. So it's not like they're out of it by any stretch of the imagination. But we shall see how this one goes. A moment of silence right now before they kick off. And now they will kick off. And Pachuca kicks off. Pachuca in the baby blue. Monterrey in the white with navy blue stripes. The Rayados. I mean, I do too. Even though I wanted St. Louis to win, I kind of feel bad how it happened. Kind of feels like it was a little bit of a smash and grab, but it is what it is. You think Atlas is going to do a PSG 1-6, Barca 6 comeback, or a Cruz Azul 0, Pumas 4 comeback against Olympia? No. I don't care that they're in Estadio Jalisco. No, they're not. Olympia has got them by the balls. And I don't see Austin coming back from their deficit either. Even though none of these are really likely, the one I see the most likely to come back from their deficit out of the big deficits is Real España, but that's because their second leg as at home, because it got flipped. So Real España's probably got the best chance. Olympia's going to hold on. Violet's going to hold on, even though things don't look so great for them. I think they're going to hold on. Claro Sport for you as the game. How would the first leg of Tigres versus Orlando gone if Sacramento won the Open Cup? Oh, Sacramento would have got slapped. I mean, Tigres put on a lot of chances. Pedro Gallese stood on his head. I don't know if Danny Vitiello does that. Tigres would have ripped them apart. Morelia got sold or moved. Morelia got moved to Mazatlan. Then Morelia got a new team as Atletico Morelia, but with the same colors. So in practice, yes. Legitimately, no. But in practice, yes. And here we go. Playing forward is Monterrey. Gonna do a Real España and Olympia watch along. I'm doing Olympia Atlas just to finish that one out. But Real España is playing at 5 on Wednesday against Vancouver. So no, that's the early game. We don't do that. I'll watch it. I'll talk about it on the recap. But Pachuca no pudo ni con Motagua. Pachuca should beat him. Here comes Pachuca taking a shot. Banger! Goal! Golazo! Goal! 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 Goal de Pachuca! Goal de Inestrosa! 1-0! Oh my word, what a banger! Just takes the shot. Pachuca is up 1-0. Marino Inestrosa. Banger. Golazo. And he dancing. Because he should. Marino Inestrosa opens it up early. That's the way to get going. We'll say 3. Whoa. Great pass to the center. He just stands up after slipping just a little bit, kicks it before he gets closed down, and Andrada could do nothing about it. Golazo. Golazo. Calm, cool, and collected. Damn. If I had a highlight show, yeah, that's top 3 goals of the week, or top 3 highlights of the week for sure. For sure. Oh, my word. Beautiful. Liga MX Femenil apparently in danger of going under. That's just sad. Like, they say they're going to start a Women's Champions League, and then 6 months later, so on. That sucks. Like, Liga MX Femenil is actually fun to watch. I mean, NWSL is too, but Femenil, Liga MX Femenil, it's underrated. It's legitimately underrated. So, that sucks. I wish the Liga MX would look like this. Estudiantes, Leones Negros, Atlante, Dorados, Caribres, Toros, Tampico Modelo, Real Club España, Veracruz, Lobos Buap, Monarcas, Chiapas, Oro, Querétaro. So you're basically just saying take the whole Ascenso and add a couple other teams. That's what you're doing. Okay. Here's another one for Pachuca. Here's another chance. Here's another shot blocked away. Pachuca's putting it on early against Monterrey. If you didn't look at the table, you'd think Pachuca was number 1. I have no idea. Liga MX numbering is weird, and I don't plan to question it. Like, Liga MX numbering is weird. If you're out of the Cantera, you have a 3-digit number. You could have 02 on your shirt. You could probably have 00. I'm not questioning it. It's just different. It's just different. I mean, it's kind of cool, you know. It's cool. It's different, but I'm not questioning why it's different because, you know, there you go. It was a beautiful goal. I agree. Nice new profile picture. Here there's talks about making it in a smaller league where only the big teams can invest. Shot saved by Ustadi. Great jump. 6 minute. I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it's sort of basically saying screw you if Morelia has a good women's team or something like that, you know. I don't think that's fair. Marseille drew PSG are running away with League One. PSG are running away with League One. Yeah, of course they are. Like, every 5 years, PSG somehow loses the league. At least it's better than Bayern. At least every 5 years somehow, you know. I mean, yeah, Monaco 2017. Maybe it was less recent than that, but it feels like it was that recent. I mean, it was the before times of COVID. I don't know. And then you had Lille recently. Jonathan David. Well, I mean, they basically did. Like, with Mazatlan, they basically did. They just bought the rights to Mazatlan, or bought the rights to Morelia and moved it. So it's not a complete expansion team, but I guess that's what you're asking. Because, you know, it already has... You buy the rights, and it already has the players, and you already have a team ready to compete, so to speak. Which, I mean, it is sort of smart, but you could do it right. Like, I don't know, St. Louis. They did expansion right. They look like they're competing already. Same as LAFC did in Nashville. It can be done right to where you don't have to suck for a year. But whatever. It can be done right. 8th minute. Boom, 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 boom. Picture with Espria. Nice. Liga MX will never grow unless they stop buying so many foreign players. They need to invest in the youth right now. Liga MX is really a South American league. That's exactly the point. They buy all this talent to compete on a world stage, but it hurts the national team who should compete on a world stage because they're not giving Mexican talent the chance. Or if a Mexican talent is so good that they outgrow Liga MX, they're stuck there because they don't get sold normally. Now, you could say that Mexico's doing better at that because Santi Jimenez and all that, but sometimes it just don't go well. Pumas, America, Cruz Azul, Chivas, Monterrey, Pachuca, Leon, Atletico, San Luis, Tijuana, Tigres, Atlas, and Puebla. Oh, so there's the Grandes. Okay. So like half Grandes and half Ascenso. Fair. I mean, I don't disagree, but no, I have not. Oh, that's nice. I can't believe what I just watched. World Baseball Classic, 3 hours and 38 minutes until Canada whooped Great Britain's ass. Seriously, this is scripted. Literary tells a story about this. That was a crazy game. And then I watched Jose Barrios lay an egg against Venezuela, and yeah, I'm panicking. 10th minute, Pachuca ahead 1-0. Nice. Banfield 1-0 up on Boca Juniors right before halftime. Luckily, I did not bet on it. Oh, by the way, good news. Mississippi State's in the first four, the National Basketball National Championship Tournament, March Madness. And the women are in first four, too, in the women's bracket. But, hey, you know, Mississippi State are dancing in both March Madnesses. 10th minute. Yes, Monterrey's losing. 1-0, 1-0 Pachuca. I told you Pachuca would win a bicampeonato. Just watch it play out. Which, depending on the way the games are, if they're like Thursday and Sunday, hopefully be able to do most of the Liga, hopefully. I don't think we'll be able to do, well, at least one game per day, or one game per match day in the Liga, which we did do last May. I don't know if we'll be able to do that again. That was pretty cool, though. But I'll try to do a good bit of the Liga as well again this year for the Clausura. Apertura is a bit harder because the MLS playoffs are on at the exact same time. But at least the Clausura, you know. Good for y'all. We should do the Super Classico. Super Classico. When they play. And Pachuca's now second in the table with this win. If they hold on, they're into the quarterfinal buys of the Liga. If they win this game, damn, that table's tight. And they're only 3 points behind Monterrey. This could be a dangerous proposition to Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. I don't even know. If I get a way to watch beIN more than just the extra. Liga MX have ProRail, but it's been gone for the past few years. They should bring it back, and they're saying they want to bring back Ascenso Descenso, which I think they should. We'll find out, though. Let them put their money where their mouth is. Cross in, cleared. Kind of like cleared by Monterrey, which that's weird. I remember Johnny. I don't know what happened to him. I have no idea. Zero idea. March 18th, Club America versus Chivas. They're both doing okay right now. That would be next Saturday, I think, and TFC is playing that day, and it's at 6:30. So unless it's like 10 o'clock, no. But maybe I'll try to. If it's about 10, I'll fit it in. I'll try to fit it in. I won't say I exactly will. And just do it live. But if it's like even 9 o'clock is kind of tight. But TFC playing on the 18th. So remember when Chivas placed last place in Liga MX? I remember when they finished second to last and they won the CONCACAF Champions League. I still don't want to talk about it. Still burns my soul. Forget 98 Braves. I think 18 May Reds. What are you talking about? But then again, everybody's doing moments like that with their team with the song 98 Braves by Morgan Wallen. So I don't know. Maybe I should do the CCL run with TFC. Or maybe I'll just parody it. I don't know. 9:10 p.m. March 19th. And I'll be a bit tight. I think that's a bit tight because it's still the RSR and all that. I think it'd be a bit tight. Could Toronto FC win a league in another place in the world like Liga MX, Argentinian League, Brazil, Uruguay? Back in 2017 or 2018, yes. Now, no. Back when they were at the peak of their powers, damn right they could. I thought they could win any league back in the day. Back in the peak of their powers. Not now. No way. Not a damn way. Guzman's a damn good player. I agree with that. He is. I agree. So. "15th minute. Oh. Pachuca. Oh, come on. You pass that right to him. Sometimes. 16th minute. This game's doing pretty good. I like this. This is fun. Lazy Sunday, baby. Lazy Sunday. Lazy Sunday. I'm probably not going to get that far on that page anyway. And there is a ad for Season Pass. Has there been an MLS team that could have won EPL, La Liga, or Serie A? You know, I think big Toronto, 2017 Toronto, 2019 LAFC. I don't know about current LAFC. I think so. I mean, shit, Arsenal's leading the league right now. 17th minute. I mean, hell, Arsenal's winning the league right now. You're telling me. Equalizer. Oh, no. Here comes Monterrey. Am I really? I just changed the damn channel. How could I be that behind? Cross in. Here comes Monterrey. Shot. Oh, my. Oh. Goal. Gallardo. Jesus Gallardo. Dear God. That's 2 golazos. Each goal a golazo. Very similar, too. Damn. Woo. Oh, my. Golazo. Golazo, Jesus Gallardo. Gol de Monterrey. 1-1. Jeez. 1-1 in the 18th minute. 1-1. Oh! Bangers only is what they're playing on. Gee. They set it on FIFA to bangers only. Woo! Damn. I'm having fun with this. Jesus Gallardo. Yeah, I am behind somehow. Okay. Speaking of, forgot about this can. Bangersonly.com. Do we feel Day One Soccer will lose their rights to Apple? Day one soccer? What? I ain't never. Unless that's your fun name for MLS. I don't think one soccer. Yeah, the day. No, they're not going to lose their rights to Apple. Why would Apple want the CPL? Like, I'm not trying to shit on the CPL, but it's got a way to go. Like, maybe in 20 years, Apple would want the Canadian Premier League. And I don't know if, well, maybe the CONCACAF rights in Canada could be to Apple if Apple goes for CONCACAF. But they ain't going for the CPL or CanChamp for that matter. I got to go on a wild goose chase for those games for now. Or get YouTube TV. But could Apple get Liga MX? I mean, that seems like the logical expansion. Because you have MLS, you have Leagues Cup. The logical expansion would be also get Liga MX, and CONCACAF. But now CPL though, unless they get in Leagues Cup, which I think will be genius. I think it would be genius because CPL's kind of screwed, you know? I mean, they're basically the only way they could qualify to Champions League now is by the Canadian Premier League and CanChamp. They don't have the Central American Cup no more. They don't have the Caribbean Cup. They don't have the CONCACAF League equivalent. They're basically screwed. I think it would be fair if at least you put 2 CPL teams in the Leagues Cup. The North Star Shield winner and the Supporter Shield top of the league. I think that'd be fair, but that's just me. Am I wrong, though? I think it's fair. Like to see these CONCACAF games, but currently it's under one soccer. I think Apple TV should get Honduras and some of the CONCACAF League teams on their service. Like, honestly, Apple should just become the one-stop shop for CONCACAF. That would be smart. Anything, like Liga Nacional, Premier, or El Salvador, Primera Division, CanPrem, MLS, Liga MX, CCL, Leagues Cup, Central American Cup. It should be everything. Gold Cup. Like, why not? I think it makes sense. Fair enough. Like, to me, but am I wrong, though? Am I wrong, though, about Canadian Premier League teams not being in Leagues Cup? I believe, at the very least, you should put the Canadian Premier League champions and the top of the league regular season in there. But then you say, but that's already qualified for Champions League. Fair enough, but why not just do it as a test? I mean, yeah, CanPrem teams will probably get slapped by most of the Leagues Cup teams, but it's worth a shot. But then again, if they're qualifying for Champions League through their own league that way, but you're giving them a chance to get there with a first-round bye the year after that, their league win. So, if they win Leagues Cup, fair enough. Shot over the bar by Monterrey. You don't have a Canadian Premier League team and you live in the GTA. Hamilton, Forge FC. Forge FC. Bobby Smirniotis is a damn great manager. Forge, for me, it's Forge. Just love the way they play the game. The whole time they've been in the league, they just play some good football. 23rd minute. EPL on Peacock, Serie A, Brazil, Argentina, Paramount Plus, B in France, Spain, Turkey, TUDN, Mexico, some VIX. 9 Venezuela, 1 Puerto Rico, bottom of the 6th. I don't know how the hell. Header missed. That could have easily been a goal. 23rd minute, set or uno. Have the English broadcast of CONCACAF on Apple TV, then have TUDN or Fox Deportes as Spanish broadcast. You do realize that Apple TV has MLS in Spanish as well. And French. And also, it seems like most TFC fans had to listen to the game in French. last night. Shot, save, clear the damn ball. Good pickup, goal kick here. I think you should support Forge. They're fun to watch. They're fun to watch. Part of me wants Bobby Smirniotis to coach TFC one day. More than part of me. A lot of me does. I think you could do it now. I mean, hell, Montreal wanted him. He was one of their top candidates. And they still went with Losada, which I'm glad they did. I don't want Smirniotis to coach Montreal. But, I mean, it sort of meant something that he was good enough to at least be a candidate. But really? Losada over Smirniotis? Saputo's an idiot. Does Bob have a chance of getting some out of this club? I have no idea. At this point, I don't trust the process. But, like, there's positives, but I wouldn't attribute it to Bob Bradley. I wouldn't attribute the positives to Bob Bradley. I'd attribute it to the fact we have players that can break a game. At some point, a rising tide is going to float all boats as well. Look at the DeAndre Kerr goal. So even if we do something, I'm not going to attribute it to Bob. I still think he's an idiot. Or he's washed up. Let's put it like that. I think idiot's a bit too harsh, but and maybe it is. I don't know. But I think he's washed up. I think he's been washed up. And he's just had some really good players protecting him from looking washed up. And even now, like, his only tactic is to buy really good players and then have them do good things. That's like his only tactic. I don't trust Bob Bradley's process. And if we do anything, I'm not going to attribute it to him. Like, I have to see some that makes me attribute it to him. Like I say, I'll apologize for saying he's crap if he wins the CCL or something. I don't even know if I'll do that because I don't know if it's him or it's the players, if that does happen. Like, I need to see a good bit. Best we could hope for is Bobby Smirniotis coming in. Vanny getting scapegoated by LA Galaxy and he comes back to Toronto. Or TFC completing the Italian connection and going for Conte or something like that. I mean, of course you should. Proud of DeAndre Kerr's goal, being from the town right next door. Nice. FC Edmonton was because it was a former NASL League team and I wanted to follow them. And now they're gone. They're completely gone. Yeah, that was Mark DeSantos' San Francisco Deltas team. He did win the NASL. They should have been USL Championship or something. San Francisco or Edmonton. Like, I don't think Edmonton should have been USL Championship. Look at what the hell happened to them. Like, they legitimately mismanaged that team to hell. And then, of course, the CPL had to own them for a year, and then they're gone. Nobody bought it. It was so mismanaged, nobody bought Edmonton. Nobody. They got mismanaged to the point where they had to leave the NASL. They came back to the CPL in 2 years. No, 3 years is what they lasted. Now, you could say they may have lasted after the pandemic if there was no pandemic, but there was a pandemic, so. I feel sorry for Edmonton, but CPL didn't even try to push them through. In San Francisco, I mean, you already got Sacramento and NorCal. I'm surprised San Francisco doesn't have any teams. You would think. I mean, Sacramento's pretty close. But Oakland Roots, I mean, that's close. So where is he going to go now? I have no idea. Pachuca could get the lead back and push down, and they're back to 6th place right now as it stands. 29th minute. 29th minute. Monterrey looking a bit scrambled. Oakland's New Jersey is fire. I haven't seen it, but I mean, I'm sure it is. They got a great logo and great color scheme to work with. So I agree. I like Oakland roots. I really do. They got something cool going, you know. 29th minute here. Pachuca, Monterrey, 1-1. I do like it. We got a lot of CCL next week. Is FC Golden State and San Fran? I ain't never heard of. Well, I mean, I guess it would be because it's in California, and I mean Golden State, you know. Oh, interesting. I guess it must be a USL 2 team or NISA. I guess. That one was under my nose. Not going to lie. 30th minute. Like, I wish there was a. You know what I kind of wish? USL 2, I figured. Cross in. Cleared away. I barely. Like, USL 2 is basically draftable players playing Summer League. I don't really follow USL 2 besides Mississippi Brilla, but even then, I don't watch their games. FC Tucson self-relegated from USL 1 to 2. Damn, really? Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah. I mean, FC Tucson, I thought they were run well. I think we basically shared Casa Grande with them, too. Back in 2021, TFC2. Remember that? Belgian waffles, eggs, and sausage, breakfast for dinner tonight. Damn, that sounds good. I just had some spaghetti. 31st minute. A lot of these slower teams are just really mismanaged. It's really sad, to tell you the truth. And then, of course, you got Rochester. You got that debacle. They're not MLS Next Pro no more. You have that debacle going on. That sounds pretty good. So, personally, for me, and I would call Rochester a lower league team. It's MLS Next Pro. Like, that was a debacle. They're out. They're not playing this year. And I'm guessing not ever. They ceased operations. Oh, that was the first goal. I'm like, oh. Another one? 80 kilometers per hour. That shot. That first Pachuca goal. Jeez. That's some zip. That's a goal kick. We're back to current action. Why would you do that during actual action? 32 minutes. Rochester, New York, RNYFC, that's a save there. They've ceased operations. They're not playing in MLS Next Pro this year. The owners, not Vardy, but the local owners were mismanaging it, turns out. I haven't got really the full story. I got bits of it, but most I know is that the local owners were really mismanaging it, and they pulled out. Who are Rochester fans supporting now? I have no idea. Got to ask them. Speaking of mismanagement, North Carolina FC, bottom of USL 1 both years. I remember when North Carolina FC used to have Kyle Becker before Forge was a thing. That was the NASL years, but yeah. Santos Laguna, Jolos, 0-0. That doesn't surprise me. So yeah, that is sort of a really big dip. Or is it? I mean, NASL, USL 1, I mean, that's pretty similar. But Playing forward. Pachuca, 34th minute, looking for another goal. Thorns are playing at Providence Park today's preseason game. Nice. They wearing that new away kit? You attended the NYCFC versus Miami match at Yankee Stadium last night. No problem. Hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you had fun. Hopefully it was enjoyable. Hopefully it was a good night. Took care of Cal. Y'all did. Y'all did. Cross in, headed away by Monterrey. We know that if Qataris purchased Man United, they would want to have a similar situation to Man City in club umbrella ownership. Do you think DC United would be most likely to go under Man United? I mean, it would make sense because you have that Wayne Rooney connection, but I don't know if DC fans would like that considering they have a lot of history. They've been around a while, you know, and it would kind of be ironic if DC United went under Man United, but the name's already there, so that's great. They still would have red. I guess the red and black could still be a thing, so they wouldn't really be losing that. Maybe the logo would change slightly. So I don't think the change would be that pronounced because it was already kind of there. But I don't know if DC United fans would like it, but I could see the Wayne Rooney connection causing something there for sure. I could see it. Don't know if they are. Like, the craziest part with having to be explaining to your kids, like, they're watching DC United play TFC one day, and they're like, oh, so did Man United always own them? And I'm like, no, they didn't. I'd be like, no, they didn't. They didn't. They were their own club for 27 odd years until the Qataris came into Man United, and then the Qataris wanted to, NYCFC. Similar situation, except they didn't start DC United. They bought it. More like Red Bulls, to be honest. Because Red Bulls weren't always Red Bulls. They were Metro Stars for a while. It's more actually like a Metro Star situation, except way more of a developed team. What do you think about the 24,900 fans in the NYC match last night? Keep in mind it was cold last night in New York City, about 35 degrees. Yeah, that's pretty good. 24,900 fans. Yankee Stadium's probably bigger than that, but a good amount of fans for an NYC game with a coldish, a really cold night. It wasn't just coldish; it was really cold. But that's a good turnout. Miss Carolina Railhawks. Apparently, Wikipedia said he played indoor soccer, but I can't find him with indoor stats. Those are really hard to find. 37th minute, Pachuca. Might as well. That'll be advantage. You know what? I didn't think of that, but they would have to. But then again, they can't call themselves the Red Devils either. They have to change their mascot. I didn't think of that. Interesting. We'd have to see how that plays out. I wouldn't be shocked, but we'd have to see how that plays out. Like, I think that would kind of be a mistake. Only because, well, then again, didn't they have the 70s logo on, like, their jerseys in the Fergie era for a while? Didn't they have it for that for a little bit? I mean, didn't they have that logo on a shirt when they won the Champions League? The Solskjaer Champions League? Munich? that was in Munich, yeah. Well, that would just be sad. Liga MX teams who don't have a huge fan base in the U.S. still have home field advantage against MLS team in Leagues Cup. There's no home field advantage for Mexican teams. It's all MLS stadiums. Toronto's hosting Atlas. And you would think a team who has a former bicampeonato, would be hosting, but they're not. Which is probably the only reason. Well, no, Atlas sucks. But, 40th minute, 1-1, 1-1. United drew to Southampton. To me, I think that, it's embarrassing, but they shouldn't even have had Casemiro red carded. That was questionable to me. I think that was a little bit, I don't think Casemiro should have been red carded. I don't think so. I think it was harsh. Cross in. Not as embarrassing as Liverpool losing. I would agree with that. Oh, you're talking about fan bases, not stadiums. Oh, well, yeah. Those fan bases. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like the teams with smaller fan bases, the MLS teams will have home field advantage. But you're playing in Houston, yeah, of course, the Mexican team's going to have home field advantage no matter what. Hell, they traveled up to Toronto. Remember Tigres Campeones Cup? That stadium was filled. It wasn't filled with Tigres fans, but you could hear Tigres fans playing their horns, their choreo. You could have heard that the whole damn game. So most Liga MX teams, if they travel that well, will have a lot of home fans at Leagues Cup games. I remember starkly the Campeones Cup 2018, how Tigres fans showed out. They really did, for a Molero no less, but they showed out. You just hear it. Puerto Rico got 5. They did as well, but I just remember that Campeones Cup distinctly, but yeah. And for some cross in save, Pachuca Motagua second leg prediction, 3-0 Pachuca. But yeah, that Campeones Cup is just burning my brain. 43rd minute. Read your comment, please. Where is it? Seems Manchester United logos in Africa are the 70s ones for sports bits on local TV. Oh, that's interesting. 43rd minute. I say 3-0. The midweek Champions League game, of course. This, I think it ends in a draw. 43rd minute. Pachuca could easily put Monterrey away, but they just haven't yet. Plays forward. They'll be cleared 43rd minute. I like the Pachuca baby blue jerseys. Those are nice. Pachuca playing the ball around the top of the box. A shot over the bar. Yeah, they're playing bangers only. Luis Chavez going for another banger. Legit, this is just bangers only at this point. Somebody Somebody booted up FIFA and said bangers only. Okay. 70s one is used in very religious parts of Africa. So, yeah, they may move back to the 70s logo. I mean, I'd have to look deeper at it. It didn't seem that different to me. Shot, save. It's not like it's completely different. LAFC versus New England should be a good game tonight. I agree. I'll probably put it on after this is over. Because it's what? At least half of it, maybe. Like, I was considering, I'm like, I kind of felt like, I don't know. Good shot and a good save. I agree. Like, I was thinking, like, I definitely wanted to do a game with the CCL team on Sunday. Of course, like this. Because I could easily have 2 nights off instead of 1 over the next week. But I was like, yeah. Because I'm going to be on next Sunday, too. For Pumas and Pachuca at 1 p.m. I thought it was later, but I'm going to do it anyway because I had it planned. 45 minutes, 2 minutes of stoppage time, so a minute and a half to go. Monterrey with the ball at the top of the box. There could be a chance here. Shot! What a save! What a save, Ustadi. TFC had another loss today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, EMLS. Goal machine. Yeah. Yeah, goal machine. Right. I was like, wait, what? I was like, oh, wait, yeah, goal machine. EMLS. FIFA. Yep. Like, we have, like, some, like, legitimately, like, goal machine's a better player, but he still has the bottling problems Phil had. I don't know why. I don't know if that's, I guess it is a TFC thing. Shit. I guess it is. I think it's, well, it should have always been proven, but I think, go and see that new Mission Impossible movie this summer? No. Like, the only Tom Cruise movie I'd probably watch is Top Gun. That's about it. Exactly. Like, that's the only Tom Cruise movie I watch is Top Gun. Or any series of that. Other than that, I don't want to watch his movies. I mean, John Cena's in it, right? Like Rock. I think Rock left and John Cena took halftime 1-1. Uno. Probably then. Why not? One at the half. Uno. 2 bangers, 1 each team. And that's where we are right now with another 45 minutes to go. Monterrey still top of the table, up by 6 points over Pachuca, who's back in 6th with his tie. Go from 2nd to 6th just because of a draw. Jeez. You almost missed this. Hey, at least you're here for the second half. John Cena's in there, but not The Rock. Yeah, because Rock left and Cena took over for Rock on Fast and Furious movies. Ironic enough, right? So, yeah, I'll probably watch Fast and Furious. But Mission Impossible? No. Again, as I said, the only Tom Cruise movies I watch is the Top Gun series. Other than that, good evening, Hans. How we doing? We'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, and get ready for the second half. Should be a good one. Another 45. And it's also tied 1-1 Santos Laguna and Jolos. Okay. Stats at the half. 1-1, uno, score line. 51% possession to 49% possession. 7 shots to 9. 197 accurate passes, 80% to 192, 80%. 2 fouls to 4. 1 offside to 0. 1 corner to 1. 2 shots on goal to 4. 247 passes to 241. 80% pass accuracy to 80. 0 yellow cards to 0. 0 red cards to 0. And 1 offside to 0. 1 corner to 1. Pretty much half and half so far. Pretty much a half and half game. Pachuca's been up the pitch. Monterrey's been up the pitch. It's been very tight, very close, very tight. A banger of a goal each. And both teams have been playing pretty well. No team has lost it yet. No team's getting dominated. It's just a very cagey game so far between both teams. Of course, Monterrey's top of the table. Pachuca with a win would be second and down by 5 points. They're sixth with a draw or a loss. They're probably even lower, but they came in sixth. But again, it's a tight game. Very, very close, tight game. And that's pretty much all I can say. Santi Jimenez with another goal and win for Feyenoord. I saw. They were talking about it on TUDNA, of course. Because I wanted to watch a Champions League team play a game today, and I saw Pachuca playing Monterrey, and I chose to do this one. I haven't done much Liga MX since last August. So it's been a while, like itself, the league. I haven't done it since August. Last one was a Leon game. So I was like, why not? Let's do some Liga MX, you know? Besides, we do a lot more of the Clausura Liga than the Apertura Liga. So I think it's about time we kind of kick on with some Liga MX at times. So here we are. It's about time. I know. Also having some bacon too with my eggs, waffles, and sausages. That sounds good. Big up to Ozan. Thank you. Where were we? Which Liga MX team is close to Cozumel? All the Liga MX teams in the league right now are on the mainland. So the furthest team east, of course, I guess. I don't know the math, but there is an Ascenso team, Cancun FC. I mean, if they brought back the Ascenso relegation promotion and Cancun FC got promoted, they would be the closest Liga MX team to Cozumel. So in Mexico, Cancun FC in the Ascenso or Liga MX. But right now, I'm not doing the math to see which mainland team is the closest to Cozumel. I'm not doing it. At least not right now. I'll go down to 3 viewers because I got to make sure I'm getting these answers right. So, but there's Cancun FC, which I hope they do bring back Ascenso and Cancun gets good enough to go up. And then they get good enough to be in the CONCACAF Champions League so they can play Toronto FC and I could stay in Playa del Carmen for a week. It'd be beautiful. Except to go to Cancun for the game. But, you know, that'd be great because there's a good hotel in Playa del Carmen that I was able to go to in 2005. Then soon after turned, was it 18 plus or 21 plus? Either way, I could say I went there when there was no age restriction and then went there when there was. So, except this time there probably wouldn't be a hurricane because it's freaking Champions League's like early year, so there probably wouldn't be a hurricane. Probably. But, there you go. Tigres America would have been better, but oh yeah, Tigres is in Champions League, but they're not on TUDNA though. So there you go. What are we going to do with TFC? STL's good, but I feel like they've been getting lucky because of those 2 pass backs for goals. But I don't even think TFC would have made those teams pay. They just screwed it up themselves. But I have no idea. Like at this point, like things, there looks like there's some positives, but there's also negatives at the same time. And it just looks like there's like 2 steps forward, 5 steps back. It's just, I'm starting to feel a bit apathetic, you know? What's up, Connor? How we doing? I heard about that. Here comes the economy crash. You thought 2008 was bad? It's about to get a whole lot worse. We're about to go full 2008 times 2. Probably. And crypto's going to be affected too. Even Bitcoin and Ethereum. Probably. I'm just saying. Things are about to get a little bit touchy. Money. Why do the Mexican leagues do promotion and relegation? Because money, that's why. Greedy directivos. Yes, he's going to MLS. Loved it in Cozumel. Can't beat cruising, seeing so many places in the world. Nice. Let's see what we got. Yeah, St. Louis or LA or Brazil, but I think he's going to MLS. I think it'd be smart if Toronto went for him, but you know. Barcelona owns Europa. You do realize the Europa League final is going to end up being Man United versus Arsenal. You do realize that, right? You do realize that. The Europa League final legitimately is going to be English team versus English team. The two ascending from their banner eras teams, and one that might just end up being the Premier League champions. Legit. Barcelona. Wait, they got eliminated. Oh, wait, yeah. Oh, yeah, you got eliminated by Man United. You're the reason why it's going to be Man United versus Arsenal in the Europa League final. I almost forgot. Oh, wait, I almost forgot. They're bringing it back, but I don't know if they're telling the truth. They're saying they will. Merida in December. Love the food and the culture. Went to see Chichen Itza as well. Nice. I have no idea why it's 21 plus, or I don't know if it was 18 or 21 plus, but I mean, maybe they wanted to have more. They just didn't want kids around. It is a tourist. I mean, Cancun's a tourist. Playa del Carmen's a tourist area, but I mean, there wasn't any. Maybe they added some amenities in between or after I went that made it age restricted. I don't know what they did. Maybe I should look it up. Maybe they added some post Hurricane Emily. I don't know. Or maybe they just wanted to be the one hotel that doesn't have kids running around, which is also pretty smart. But I think even then you could kind of get away with making it like 15 plus or maybe even 13 plus like teens, and it's not as bad, but I get it. Ate good today, nice. Real Madrid, every Champions League win is a fluke in my book. Also, Z. It's good, Connor. Well, FC would probably be. I dread the idea of relegation if it ever comes to MLS. Toronto FC would probably be in USL too. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. That's why I don't want relegation. It's like, I mean, if I'm being honest, like we would have had 1 year in MLS when we got good, and then we would have went straight back down. So our good years wouldn't even have been able to be diluted, or we wouldn't even have been able to be diluted about our good years after 2017 passed or mid-2018. Because there was a little bit of delusion, like we were still that team until it was like absolutely broken. Like into 2020, you could be like, hey, you know what? We're still pretty damn good. When really we weren't. So. Pro Rel would be dope in the US if it was like 3-4 leagues deep. Fair. Can Arsenal win the double UEL and Prem? Yes. Yes. Man United won the Carabao Cup. Arsenal will probably win the Europa League and the Prem. Did they get knocked out of the FA Cup? I didn't think they did. If they did, my bad. Oh, no, they were wearing that white kit again. Is that when they got knocked out? Wait. No, Man United, I think, is still there. It's Arsenal that did. Yep. Yeah, Man United's still technically on for the quadruple. Technically. Sevilla's winning Europa League. No, they're not. They're about to get relegated. They lost to City in the FA. Oh, because they lost to City. Oh, yep, they lost to City. Yep, my bad. Yeah, they lost to City. Because they played City and lost 1-0. Yep, now I remember. Yeah. Tecatito will beat Arsenal single-handedly. Yeah, sure. Ya llegamos. Ya llegamos. Finish out the sentence. Oh, shit, we back with some CONCACAF bangers tonight. Yeah, this one's bangers only, so you're damn right. Ya llegamos. Finish the sentence yourself. I love that meme. Leverkusen would be nice to win Europa with Musa Diaby in FIFA 23 if Man United doesn't win it. Nice. Like, that meme is so funny. Like, the Ralph Wiggum meme with, like, the Mexico flags on him, and he's just diving through the window. Ya llegamos. That's hilarious. I love it. I love that meme. Just like Ralph going through the window with the Mexican flags on. It's like 4 of them. Guatemala versus Panama draw. I'd say that's a step in the right direction for Guatemala. I'd agree with that. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. You seem normal to me. Second half's about to kick off. Will Georgia qualify for the Euros? Probably not. I don't think so. Let me check the. Oh, he's just deleting random comments. What? What's he doing? Winvo, stop. Should USL have a CCL spot if they win the Open Cup? Carabao Cup's the EFL Cup. FA Cup's the bigger cup. I know. I don't know what he's... Winvo, stop. Stop deleting their comments. They ain't doing nothing. I don't see the problem. Don't get all trigger happy now. There's a time and a place, but this ain't it. Absolutely, USL Championship should have a CCL spot for certain. I don't know. Like, to me personally, second half's about to kick off. My day's been good. Like, to me, if they win the Open Cup, yes, for sure. For sure they deserve it. But, like, USL Championship should have got a CONCACAF League spot. They never did. And to me personally, USL Championship champions should have been in the CONCACAF League, just like the CPL champions were. They never did that. And that's why I don't want to say they deserve a Champions League spot in this new format, because they don't. They should. It doesn't make sense because they weren't able to qualify for Champions League. We haven't seen how good they can handle. Now, of course, they probably won't handle well, but who knows? So I would like to see how good they would do in CONCACAF League before they were in Champions League, but you can't do that now, so it's questionable. But I would like to see the USL champion get put in Leagues Cup. I also think that should happen. I think that should be at least a chance. Cross in. 46 minutes. There ain't no automatic filters on. Maybe YouTube's filters, but I don't think there's any automatic filters on this channel. So something's going on. Either it's just saying Winvo, or something's going on, because that could be possible. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I'm sorry that you got timed out, whether that was YouTube itself, whether it's glitching, or whether Winvo is power tripping. Which I don't know why it would be, but... Yeah, but USL is in USA. And I think Canada got frozen out with a CPL. I think that was unfair. How we doing, Robert? So, personally, I think CPL teams, at least the CPL champion and the top of the league, should be in Leagues Cup every year. And then, of course, the USL champion. I think that would be fair. 47th minute. Would they probably lose early? Yes, but it's worth giving them a shot to qualify for CCL and go for another trophy. Of course, especially with the final being first round bye into the round of 16 if you win the Leagues Cup. If you get second place or third place, you're in the Champions League, but you have to play the preliminary round. But you have that chance to fight for that first round bye. 47th minute goal kick. So it's worth a shot. Yeah, I think, to me, it seems like a glitch, personally. To me, it seems like a glitch. But, I don't think, from what I know, I don't think Winvo would just time out somebody for no reason, power trip for no reason. So I feel like it is a YouTube glitch, and it's just saying Winvo. But knowing YouTube, that easily could be the case. But yeah, I agree with that. You plan on covering the Copa Libertadores finals this year? Probably not, but we'll see. Monterrey playing forward. I kind of feel like it's a glitch. If I'm being honest, I kind of feel like it's a glitch. But there it is. Government's bailing out Silicon Valley Bank and decide to protect, save US dollar coin as well. I don't know about you, but I'd start buying some gold. I'd start buying some gold and getting bug out bags ready, but that's just me. Taking Winvo up for a beer. I don't think he's old enough yet, but I don't know. I don't know. I think he's younger than me. But he may not be that younger. I don't know. Diego Colca's at this game. Huh, interesting. If he did, I think he'd come back with a second and say it did. I'm not saying his account got hacked. I'm just saying YouTube's losing its damn mind. But hey, maybe his account, that would suck if you're using your account, it got hacked, and then it just starts. I'm going to have to look into this. Yeah, fair. I got to go up to Vancouver whenever they play Sounders. I can drink. You can drink beer in Canada, but not here. You could also go to Quebec. Could have drank beer a year earlier. That don't matter for me right now because, one, I barely drink. Second of all, well, I'm 23, so I can drink anywhere if I wanted to. I just barely do drink. I'm not completely straight edge, but I'm pretty damn straight edge. Cross in, headed away. Like, I'll admit, personally, I think if I drink too regularly, that I would probably become an alcoholic. I just have that fear, you know, and I'm not trying to, and I don't know if I'd be a fun alcoholic or an asshole, so. I don't think it's worth it. That's a goal! Goal, 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 goal de Monterrey! 2-1. That is 19, I think. Cortizo. Looks like that was Cortizo. Banger of a goal. Another banger. And yes, it was Jordi Cortizo for Monterrey, scoring to make it 2-1. Hold on. Dos a uno. 53rd minute. Monterrey came back to take the lead. Carlos Vela is considering return to Chivas as long as they assure him a high salary and also where he can have the same luxuries that he has with LAFC. Banger. Jeez, it is bangers only. Hashtag bangers only. 53rd minute. Like, really, though? I don't think it's going to happen. I don't see it. I know, I'm just saying. But again, this game has moments. You think Miguel Almirón will eventually return to MLS after his Prem stint? Probably not. No. I don't see Vela wanting to leave LA. He's got it all there. Who's got the best? Y'all got the best moonshine in your area, so why drink anything else? Not in Illinois. Not in Illinois. I don't go. Not in Illinois. I don't go to the South enough. I wouldn't drink moonshine anyway. 2, Santos Laguna 1, 52nd minute, Javier Correa. Things look like they've been fixed. Because Ozan hasn't been. We got it. Good. 2-1 Santos. All right. Looks fine to me. I'll check again in a couple of minutes. If I don't hear anything. Yeah, it seems like it was a YouTube glitch, as far as I could tell. 54th minute. What do you think about City Field hosting a Liga MX team for the first time in its history? I just hope that MLS producing the Leagues Cup doesn't put a horrible camera angle like that 2019 Eastern Conference semifinal. If it's more like the 2022 Toronto versus NYCFC game, the 5-4, I would be a lot happier with it. Exactly. Kentucky and West Virginia is where moonshine. It's more the Appalachians. Like Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, like that. So, Not even Mississippi, really. It's really the Appalachians who do the moonshine, but I mean, there is I'm sure deep southern Illinois would probably do it too, but and Ohio and Indiana, I'm sure, but like if I wanted to go to frickin' Cairo, Illinois, I could probably find it, but I don't want to. I want to try that pina colada. Pina coladas sound good right now. If you like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. 2 song breaks in 2 days. Jesus. League's Cup will surely make football more popular in the U.S. I would agree with that. How strong is moonshine? It's homebrew, so it's very strong. I haven't tried any, but like the part that it could be, depending on how it's brewed, could be illegal. Yeah, it's very strong. Like Everclear level strong. Lol. 57th minute. So. Daylight savings time effing my shit up today. Like, all I hope is that they finally pass that bill that stops fallback from happening so we never have to change again. They won't do it, though. Venezuela 9-6, Puerto Rico bottom of the 8th. MJ Melendez doubles 1 on line drive to right field. Anthony Santander, Enrique Hernandez scores. That Everclear clears up your sinuses. Well, that's an interesting way to put it. Hey, maybe if I ever get a sinus infection again, as bad as that one time pre-Super Bowl 52, maybe I'll think of that. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, that was a great play. That was a great play. 59th minute, or 58th minute. 2-1. I went to sleep at like 5. So like I sprung forward. Like I sat, like I legitimately was up when spring forward happened. So it didn't do nothing for me. Besides, fall back is when you get more sleep if you fall asleep before 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. Which I normally see fall back too. So it don't help. It don't do nothing for me. Daylight savings time don't do shit to make our lives better. Well, that's true. Because we're not farmers. Because we aren't farmers. We aren't Aggies. As in, well, I don't farm. So I don't have a farm. I don't have cows or horses or corn or green beans or tomatoes. It should be 6:30 p.m. instead of 7:30 p.m. Smash that like. Smash that like button, yes. '60th minute. Shot over the bar. Did the Liga at Mickey's Patches finally get the BBVA added to them? Looks like it did. Yeah, the Devils are for real. I agree. you got a philosophy exam, you're going to YOLO tomorrow. Philosophy don't seem that hard. #61st minute. I think he'll be fine. Oh, that's a foul. Or that should be, but no. Advantage played. Pachuca Preston looking for an equalizer at the very least with half an hour left. Yeah, Devils are damn good. I agree. Gonna make a funny shape on your Scantron and call it a day. Wouldn't it be weird if you just went shot over the bar? Wouldn't it be weird if you did and it just got like an 80? Like I never did it. I never did any of that. I always, even on math tests, I tried. I mean, I was a straight A student. Sometimes in writing classes, it did go to a B, but in most cases, straight A's. Telish, Magno, and Evander are friends. Nice. So I never did those. Make a shape on a Scantron or just circle or bubble in B. Never did any of that. It's probably why. Thoughts on Rochester losing yet another team? It sucks. I think it's sad. I was expecting good things for Rochester, New York FC. I was expecting good things, and sadly, those aren't going to happen. It hurts to see. They go from making the playoffs in their first year to just not even being around. 63rd minute. Like that's got to suck. Forgive me tonight, Ryan. I've had about 8 beers at the local Irish pub. That ain't no problem. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I mean, weekend before St. Patrick's Day, but who's counting? Brazilian connection. Nice. Evander, that Ronaldinho chest pass. My God, that was nasty. It almost ended in a goal, too. Somebody said that it looked more like a handball than a chest pass. Yeah, I don't know. Plays it back and giving it away. Could have just taken a shot right there, but no. Had to be a little bit cheeky. You deserve to screw that up. I saw them. The D-Row, Moro, and DKO banners. I saw them. Saw a picture, of course. I mean, it's not a bad decision of the 3 they picked, but yeah, where's Seba? Where's Josie? And of course, I think all the supporters group should have a vote. Like, I mean, it's pretty obvious who the legends are, but again, there should be a say from everybody, not just a certain group saying like, oh, I want Moro, DKO, D-Row. No Seba? I mean, I get Seba and Josie aren't technically retired, but come on. Come on. I mean, Seba definitely technically is, and Josie, well, he's still a legend. Like, come on. Unless that was a different part of that area and I didn't see that. But can Pachuca get one back? It looks like they can. They're trying. Come on, Pachuca got the draw. Did you bet on it? That ain't a bad result to bet on. 65th minute. That's going to be a goal kick for Ustadi. Western Upstate New York has a fan base for soccer. I'm sad to see they didn't do it. I agree. Like, I want to see Buffalo get a team. I I want to see Rochester, of course, keep their team, which Rochester is pretty close. But 66 minute. Is what it is. But again, '66 minute. You're using numerology to bet today. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Numerology. Hey, I mean, if it works out, it works out. I'm not gonna crap on it. FC Buffalo, USL 2. I mean higher than that. Again, USL 2 is basically summer leagues. Saw on Wikipedia that Dortmund players back in 1970s got the key to Rochester for being the first international team to play a game in the city. That's nice. Huh, interesting. Pachuca playing forward. 2-1, 1-2. Pachuca looking for the equalizer. They could have easily had one, but they passed it back and were a bit too cocky about it and got owned for their idiocy. 2 for your mistakes. Well, not really, but because they didn't get scored on, but they should have. 2 for your mistakes. Tell them 2 for your mistakes. Getting better results than your usual results. Interesting. Maybe I have to try numerology. Maybe I have to look into it. Oh no. Cleared by Ustadi, plays forward. Just for see if it really. Unless you're just saying analytics is numerology, then well, there you go. But Pachuca just playing with the ball. Look into it. I may just. 68th minute. 22 minutes to go. Yep, 22 minutes to go. And that's a foul. Free kick for Pachuca. Oh, I can see why you bet the draw. Font Mob says Pachuca's ranked second in goals scored per match, 2.1 goals per game. And then you have Monterrey with 2 goals per game, ranked third in goals scored per match. So yeah, you just used analytics. I call them analytics, you call them numerology, but there you go. Your friend Hunter's a Golden Knights fan. Good for him. 69th minute, except last year. Are they making a triple sub? Oh, no. This doesn't work. Cortizo, the man who has the winning goal right now, getting subbed off. And it looks like no Funes Mori either on their substitutions. 70th minute, 3 subs. Bertarame off. Detroit FC go larger. I'd love to see that too. Bertarame for Rodrigo Aguirre. They didn't show the other 2. And that's their first 3 subs. Celso Ortiz for Omar Gavea. Formerly a Toronto FC transfer target. Omar Gavea, remember that. And then Jordi Cortizo for Duvan Vergara, who I think used to play Monterrey. Chris Armas got a job working for England League 2 team's front office. Now, that's about his level. Fair. And he's not coaching. Okay, that ain't too bad. Red Wings beat the Bruins today. That's pretty good. Good for the Red Wings. But it would have been nice if Toronto actually got Omar Gavea when he was a transfer target because, well, would have been great if the midfield Would be great to have him right now, I bet. Well, we don't know if he would have survived Bradley's rebuild, but I think... Don't know. FC Buffalo's joining USL League 2 alongside North Alabama, FC Carolina, Virginia Marauders FC this year. Nice. Like, but think about this, right? Let's say we go back in for Omar Gavea while he's at Monterrey. There's going to be a bigger transfer fee. We basically shot ourselves in the foot. Literally 3 + 1 equals 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 3 equals 13 plus 1. 1 plus 3 for 4. Look for $4 odds. Oh, I get it. Oh. Yeah, that seems a little bit of a crock to me. I'm down with analytics, don't get me wrong, but that numerology? I mean, honestly, you probably could. Maybe I should do the same thing in Greenville, take one down to Greenville, Mississippi. Maybe I should set my sights lower than the championship. Maybe it should be League 2. Or League 1. I don't know. Is it just the difficulty of scouting or lack of money that's slowing down TFC signing another midfielder during this transfer window? I don't think they could do either. I think they do have a tight cap crunch. That's what sort of seems like to me, and the fact that they just suck at scouting. Like, I mean, legitimately, our best players came from the fact that they were free agents. And Bill Manning searched on Transfer Market and saw they were free agents. Like, that wasn't even a joke. He legitimately did that. Free kick for Pachuca. So, cross over the bar. Whoa, that could have been a banger of a free kick. But 73rd minute. Manning, Georgia was crushed to death while trying to steal a catalytic converter from a public parking lot. Nice. I mean, F around, find out. F around, find out. Fair. Like, I'd be like, okay. I'll respect it. I'll respect it. If I'm being honest, I'll respect it. Underway in LA. I'll watch the second half when this is over. Or like 3/4 or half and a half. The second half and half of the other half. 74th minute. By the time I get it on to Apple TV. But yeah. Year of the Rabbit. Look for the team with most players born in 1999. Why don't you just go look up the astrology of each team? Their natal charts or whatever. Why don't you just go do that? Cross in. It might as well just do you some good. It might just do you just as good. Go get a medium. Alan Chapman's the ref. Oh, that's going to be fun. Why don't you go get a medium to look at the freaking natal chart of these teams playing each other? Be like, here's the bet you should make. And then you're like, okay, so it sounds better for so-and-so. I'll bet for this team. Come on. Cross in. Header. Oh, that could have been the equalizer shot. Save. What a save by Andrada. '75th minute. I mean, yeah, Pachuca's finding that equalizer at some point. They're bound to. Shot past the post. Oh, my. Horrible header past the post. Wasn't horrible. He got a head to it, but he nodded it past the post. Be a goal kick. And Andrada is down. I wonder if he's shithousing or he's actually hurt. 76th minute. I mean, it looks like Pachuca will find that second. Oh, there's Andrada. He's back. Andrada, he's back up now. Throw in. Oh, nice. Plays forward. Pachuca attacking again. And that's going to be a good tackle. No foul. LAFC rotated a bit, a couple of players. Well, I mean, I would too. You played in Costa Rica on Wednesday and you got a 3-0 lead. I mean, I'd rotate a little bit at home too for CCL. Or at least play your players, get that home goal, and then rotate. Because I think a fourth goal would lock it down. I think they're pretty much through, but a home goal, I think, would lock it down. That would make it a lot harder for, like, Alajuelense would have to score 5. They're not doing that. Like, all but over. It would be all but over if LAFC scored a goal at home. Once you do that, you can start pulling your players off after that in that game. Santos Laguna 3-2, Tijuana 74th minute, Doria. Steve Cherundolo's a good coach. I agree. And I like him. I think he's a cool guy. I think Steve Cherundolo's a cool guy. Great coach. It's a whole lot different than Bob Bradley's LAFC. Turns out the reason I hated LAFC was Bobby Bacala. Turns out, Turns out I knew it was going to go south with TFC, but there you go. Damn, that game is nuts. Red Bull to win Leagues Cup this year. No, they aren't. No way. And Andrada is down in the 78th minute with 12 minutes to go. Plus stoppage time, of course. Venezuela 196. Yeah, I mean, when you go down 7-0, 7-1, of course, putting yourself in a hole. Looks like Latif Blessing is back to LAFC, folks. He's making his return to LA, playing for New England. But I guess that's what you mean. So, yeah. Sub here for Monterrey in the 78th. That looks like 21. Gonzalez off for Hector Moreno in the 79th. Mexico 2, USA 1, the bottom of the second. Huh. I thought the USA team was unbeatable. There's a lot of upsets in this World Baseball Classic so far, besides Japan. It's actually nuts. Italy is through. Japan is through. Canada beat the hell on Great Britain, and I honestly think Canada could beat the other two of Mexico and Colombia. Good time to put money on the draw bet. Got 10 minutes. You already had it. I'm just watching this game. 80th minute. But Italy versus Japan in the quarterfinals of the World Baseball Classic in Tokyo. And honestly, in that game, I'm happy either way. Most likely Japan wins. But honestly, I think I'll be rooting for Italy more than Japan in that game. But either way, I'll still be happy. That's the way I see it. Forza Italia. Forza Italia. It pretty much seems like, I don't know, Puerto Rico might end up finishing second in their pool, which means Canada would play Puerto Rico, well, at best in the final, because it's quarterfinal 3 versus quarterfinal 1. So that means the winner of C, runner-up of D, would play the winner of Italy, Japan. Oh, no. No, that'd be Cuba, I think. Cuba and Australia, or Cuba and, yeah. Cross in. Czechs have a chance, I think. That's a save by Andrada in the 81st minute. So Pachuca scores the 84th minute. Not, oh, you're saying you think so. I might watch the Kevin Samuels Legacy stream. I might. We'll see. Japan just sweeps in the group stages. Anime all the way. Blue Lock! Project Blue Lock. Or now it's just Project Newt Bar. Project Newt Bar. Project Newt. Winner of C, runner-up versus D, and winner D versus runner-up of C. Yes, that'd be free. Did you play Little League Baseball back in the day? I played 1 year of T-ball back in the summer in between kindergarten and grade 1. I played 1 year of T-ball. So, and it was Booster Club local, so I wouldn't say it was Little League sanctioned. It wasn't Little League, but of course it was local Booster Club. Cross in, 82nd minute, but 1 year of T-ball in between kindergarten and grade 1. Yeah. I think because it was still when they had Mayfest. Yeah. That's a substitution. Meza for Avantona. Forza, yes. '83rd minute. Never did high school sports because my school was the worst in our district. Soccer team would come home every game losing at least 10-0. See, it's the opposite for me. Like, high school in my area was damn good. Like, you had to play your whole damn life pretty much to be in the high school varsity team. And that just was year after year, people passing through, so on and so forth. I only really wanted to start playing footy or baseball in late junior high school. Like when I really started to love tactics and all that and wanted to play, especially football, soccer. Like really started to love tactics when Aaron Venter took over for TFC, that total football era. And I started to learn a bit more, and I was like, oh, it's more than just hoofball. Okay, cool. So, but then again, I realized, oh, this is a soccer city, and I'm pretty much screwed if I wanted to play. I'd probably be on the bench, not even make the team. So I basically said, I'm not even trying. The only reason I'm a blogger boy is because I was like, I didn't play when I was 5 years old. And same with baseball. Like, I can pitch. Like, for me, pitching's a good workout on the shoulders. I can pitch. But I only really learned how to, again. And I also liked third base. But, again, I played that 1 year at T-ball. But, again, when I really started liking the mechanics of it was too late. So, it was basically I was too late because my school was so good at those sports. Now, football, those later years, I probably could have made if I wanted to make it. But as in gridiron, but I didn't want to play gridiron. So in basketball, I ain't got no hops. I can shoot, I can defend like a bulldog, but again, it was people who always played. It was just too late for me. The sports I wanted to play, all that. Chicho's on, by the way. Free kick shot, save! Oh, what a save by Andrada. The best of the worst. Yeah. Out of the high school soccer season, my sophomore year, 11-1. Nice. Buwanga went over the bar. Japan, Italy on March 16th at 6 a.m. Eastern. If I'm up, maybe I'll just cover it. I don't know. So, like, ironically enough, my situation was different, like opposite completely. PK for LAFC. Figured. I figured as much. 86th minute. Like, I played pickup and I always thought I could hang, like basketball, baseball, soccer. Like I played pickup and also flag football. I could run routes really well. But like I always thought I could hang, but my PE classes, those games were the non-sports players. I mean, there were a couple, but so there was that. And then, of course, the pickup games, you're playing with people who actually play the sport, but I thought I could hang. But hanging in this area would be sort of, you know, you probably are going to be on the bench at the very least. And I don't like, and that's also something I don't like, is I don't want to be that guy on the bench. And especially when I work my ass off just to be on the bench, you know? Like, I want to be the guy. And if I get screwed over while I'm working my ass off just sitting on the bench because some dude's been playing since they were 3 damn years old, I don't like it, you know? PK for Bouanga, 1-0 LAFC. So it is what it is. Like, my mindset just so competitive that I sort of psyched myself out as well. So there's that. DC Defenders 32, Vegas Vipers 18. Wayne and DC United have to keep the good times going. Also, DC Defenders are currently 4-0 in their XFL season. Well, Jordan Ta'amu's a great quarterback, so St. Louis for DC in the final. I could see it. Yeah, I know. 88th minute. 2-1 2-1. Monterrey. Rayados. Here comes Pachuca again, looking for that equalizer. And I mean, I'm hoping they're getting it because I want Numerology Dude to win his bet. 88th minute. Exactly, as well. Exactly. But I always kind of felt, looking at it from the outside, looking in, that there was like some sort of like, they played for their whole damn, like, even if I earned a spot and I thought I was better than somebody who's played their whole life, or I could hang, it's like, it always seemed like the people who played their whole life, and this is a lot of the sports when I was in high school, got the preferential treatment. Because they've been in that circle of O'Fallon Booster Club, O'Fallon whatever, like, you know, that type of stuff. And it was like, it was a really tight-knit thing for those places. So it always kind of seemed a bit, you know, carny to me anyway, you know. Even when I didn't want to play, it always seemed a bit carny. And then going into like middle school and high school, it was like, yeah, I mean, SKC 0-0 Galaxy. I'm not seeing this overpowered Galaxy that Greg and Logan keep saying will appear soon. Yeah, I don't think Galaxy are going to do well this year. And I'm kind of afraid that Greg Vanny's about to get, what's the word? Scapegoated, you know? I would hope so. I mean, you have Campeones Cup and all that. Yeah, and Montreal is too. I don't think Montreal scored a goal yet either, and they haven't won a game. You love to see it. 90th minute. I think DC St. Louis. St. Louis is 3-1. I think St. Louis will find a way to get into that final, though. Whether they have a semifinal or it's the top 2 teams, but I think St. Louis will make it. They were pretty close to winning that 4th game anyway, that one loss. So I like St. Louis. 91st minute or 90th minute. How much stoppage time? 6 minutes of stoppage time before this game is over. Did you visit a live match, Battlehawks, yet? Today was their first game in Edward Jones Dome. I did not go. And I'll see if there's any days that I could that are open to where I could do that. But I did not go today. St. Louis City, I did not go to their home opener. No. Of course, and it looks like the schedule's pretty tight to where it's going to be very hard to go to a St. Louis game when on a day that Toronto's not playing. So maybe I'll go to an Open Cup game if they host an Open Cup game. Because, oh, wait, there might just be a Canadian Championship game that day, too. That would suck. 4.5 minutes to go here. Pachuca free kick against. So, my luck, that would be happening. So, and I think America St. Louis is on the same day as one of TFC's group games in League's Cup as well. So, there you go. My luck, the first chance I get is Toronto doesn't make the playoffs and St. Louis makes the playoffs. 92nd minute. Over the bar. I say you should. That sounds awesome. I say you should. I'd say you should. Hell, if I was in your position, I would try that. Ryan, you going to stream Toronto against Miami? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. And I'll probably be up there for it. So, the only one I know I won't be up there for is that San Jose game because that's 9:30 on a Saturday. I'm going to be back here. So, Galaxy are at home against Vancouver. I would hope Galaxy wins. 93rd minute, halfway through stoppage time. So, streaming the Miami game, probably up there. You know, and then, of course, in the living room, of course, I mean, but up there. But probably. But I guarantee you that I'll be back here for Toronto versus San Jose because they're playing in San Jose. It's 9:30 at night. Boom. Yeah, that's too late. I'm really excited about how Greg Vanney and Galaxy do against a Champions League club like Vancouver and Galaxy are at home. You're really doing a lot of the legwork. I mean, yeah, Vancouver won 5-0, but I don't think LAFC. Do you see how Vancouver's playing against MLS teams, though? I think LAFC are going to rip their skulls off in the quarterfinals. Or even if Alo Walense came back, Pachuca might score in the 94th minute. You just pushed it back 10 minutes. 94th minute. Here's a chance. You might just be right. Pachuca. Oh, they put on a Cantera kid wearing 100. That's not great. Good luck to y'all. Atlanta's a damn good team this year, but I think Portland can handle. Here's a chance. Crossing cleared into the 94th minute. 2 minutes to try to get this draw. Come on, Pachuca. I'm asking for it. Oh! Foul at the very least. Penalty. I think it's a penalty. Oh, no, it's a free kick. It's a free kick. My bad. Right at the top of the box did he get tackled. He got tackled in the half circle, but that was outside of the box. 95th minute. It's a free kick for Pachuca. This is the chance. A minute to go. And by the time they take it, time will be counting out. Oh, not happy. Australia wins. They'll face against Cuba, or if Czech Republic wins, they'll enter the tiebreaker alongside Australia. Chaos. Atlanta is the farthest we're going this year. Either they or Montreal. Here's the free kick for Pachuca. Chicho Arango standing over it. Shot! And he puts it way wide. Way wide for Pachuca. Chavez. That was Chavez. Yes. Takes a banger at the World Cup, but puts it way wide. here tonight. Ooh. Seconds to go, and I think we're going to end up being 2-1. 2-1 Monterrey. Mexico 3-1. Damn. Canada might just end up winning that group. Wild. Foul, free kick here, and that'll be what ends it. Monterrey finds the way to win. And that's the game. Most disappointing, Austin. And then Toronto. Then the Galaxy. Then Vancouver. Because at least Vancouver has that 5-0 win against Real España. So Austin, Toronto, Galaxy, then Vancouver. Free kick taken, and that's full time. 96-32. That's full time. And it is 1-2. 1-2. Monterrey. Victoria. Victory for Monterrey. Still top of the table. Big win for Rayados in the Clausura. Pachuca looking hurt because Luis Chavez knows he could have done better on that free kick. But with that being said, thanks for streaming. See you in the next stream. See you next time. See you for CCL on Tuesday. Of course, the review for this game will be out within the hour. With that being said, if you like the stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribe. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. Review for this match will be out within the hour. I'll see you then. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we're back with CCL games. Of course. Monday's a day off, and then we're back. I'm Ryan, and I'm out. Peace. See ya.